When the tremors were over, I ran in shock on the road uphill outside the city and didn't look back. From an early age, we were taught what to do in the event of an earthquake. The trees flickered and I ran on and on. Then I stopped and heard a sound. Cracking, breaking, distant rumbling. I was paralyzed. I turned and ran back down to the city. The trees parted and the scenery I saw was etched in my memory forever. I saw the wreckage, the sea of wreckages. Everywhere the eye could see, nothing but debris. The city is gone. The city of Rikuzentakata, my home, has disappeared from the face of the earth. This is the statement of a direct witness to the event who contacted us some time ago. Knowing our content, he wanted to share his experience. He refused to publish his real name, so let's call him Mr. Hirota. And so the idea arose for a separate video, which is dedicated to the city of Rikuzentakata, a city that ceased to exist physically on March 11th, 2011. Welcome to another video on the Top Topics channel, dedicated to the 10th anniversary of the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami event. Perhaps all the circumstances that led to this tragic moment conspired against the city. As we mentioned in the last video, the city lies in this gigantic bay, which was directly exposed to the epicenter of the earthquake. This bay itself is further fragmented into various smaller bays and coves. And last but not least, the whole closest area to the epicenter has lowered massively, which has facilitated the spread of the tsunami. If we take a closer look, you can see that the city lies in a narrow bay, which also narrows slightly towards the city, which caused the effect of a narrow throat and a huge accumulation of a tsunami energy. Plus, the bay is directly exposed to the open sea. There is no natural barrier that would at least slightly reduce the effects of the tsunami. In addition, the whole city lies in a relatively flat wide and long floodplain, with a minimum of higher points. As confirmed by research, the surroundings of the city and the city itself has lowered the most after the earthquakes below the ocean level, in places by up to 3/4 of a meter. Add to that the undersized and low breakwaters, which could not even slow down the tsunami, and we have a completely deadly cocktail of factors that inevitably led to the destruction of the city. Due to the absolute destruction of the city, a small number of witness videos have been preserved. There was simply no one to make these videos. However, relatively unique shots were captured on the Hirota Peninsula, around which the wave to the town of Rikuzentakata passed. From these shots, it is clear that with this enormous rise in ocean level, nearby Rikuzentakata had no chance to stand against it. Right in the city, the fire brigade, which patrolled the port, managed to capture short videos. These videos show an extremely rapid rise in water level, followed by a panicked flight of firefighters as they understand the danger of the situation. Subsequently, they managed to capture a few unique shots of the destruction of the city from a higher place, where they managed to go. Within minutes, the city was demolished. There was really just an ocean of wreckages left behind, which offered a really scary spectacle. Thanks to the low ridge of the city, large sea lagoons were maintained here for many months. Later they were labour dried. The size of the destroyed area is really shocking and beyond human comprehension. What happened here must have been real hell. The wave reached with its destructive force all the way around the Kesan River, which is about 3 miles from the ocean shore. Overall, the damage was enormous. Over 1,700 people died, which was 10% of the city's population. Property damage was in the billions of dollars. Mr. Hirota lost part of his family and also a few friends. After being evacuated, he decided not to return. On the one hand, there was nowhere to go, and moreover, the terrifying experience to which he was subjected would never disappear from his mind, and he couldn't imagine living where he would be exposed to the constant fear of another horrible wave. However, the city itself is experiencing a lively construction industry. The main goal of the builders is to increase the whole space, so the next wave has much harder opportunities to spread. This is happening in most of the affected areas by the tsunami in 2011. But here, in Rikuzentakata, this activity is taking place in a particularly magnificent form. The whole city is gradually increasing by an incredible 15 meters. This is an insanely large logistics engineering project, where a huge amount of soil is brought from the inland, which is then spread by construction machinery. Only after that they are able to construct new buildings. What is definitely worth noting is the new breakwater, which was recently completed. Its dimensions are truly impressive. The height of the new rampart is 42 feet, which is slightly more than the height of the wave in 2011. This imposing structure, just behind the breakwater, is the Iwate Tsunami Memorial Museum, the main museum of the entire catastrophe in Iwate Prefecture, which is to commemorate the horrors of the catastrophe at the time, the memory of the victims, the reconstruction process, and other important contexts. It is a truly breathtaking architecture design. So it seems that the city is gradually returning to life. Industry is coming back, and also people who believe in the new protection of the city, cautiously returning and beginning to live new lives. We wish them a happy future. My friends, thank you very much for watching and listening, we really appreciate it. And as always, if you like our content, give us a like and subscribe us for more interesting videos.